All right, so Barkley, it looks like it's going to the Eagles. 3 years, $30 million. Um, wow. The Eagles make the big move after losing DeAndre Swift to the Bears at who got a 3 year, $24 million deal. They end up getting Saquon. He just tweeted it that he is going to the Eagles. Wow. Please, Barkley, go to the Eagles. They can have him. Here's my thing with Saquon. And people can say I'm a hater and all this, but I said this even when people were talking about the Cowboys might be interested in him. The thing about Saquon that I believe, and I could be wrong, but looking at the last couple of years where he didn't get injured during the season, his big games are early on in the season, and by the end of the year, he's kind of worn out. And that's one of the problems that the Cowboys had with Zeke. Is Zeke would play great during the season, with the exception of the Green Bay Packers game, playoff game. You look at Zeke Elliott's numbers in the playoffs, he ain't showing up like Emmitt Smith did. And so, congratulations on the Eagles. You're making moves, taking names and kicking some ass and so on. I don't know that Saquon is going to be much better than what you had with DeAndre Swift. Well, it remains to be seen. I know Philly 500 is going to be going crazy about this move and everything else, but I'm not sure that he is the same back that you think he is. For me, I still would like to have Derrick Henry. We know Josh Jacobs is now signed with the Green Bay Packers. So as far as the last big name left standing is Derrick Henry. The question will be is will the Cowboys actually make that move or look to draft a guy in the draft? So my thing is this as far as the Cowboys go is I don't care if it's running back. I don't care if it's offensive line. I don't care if it's wide receiver. I don't care if it's defensive line. I don't care if it's linebacker. I just want to see the Cowboys fill one of these holes, just one of them, with a premier player, not a bottom tier guy. Not saying we're going to get a rookie in a draft pick to fill one of these holes. I need to see them actually make a move that actually is going to make the team better right now. Mark, thank you for the wooden plaques with my mother's picture on it. Cowboys first and 10. Glad it finally got there for you. Shout out to you. Sorry that you lost your mother, but hopefully you like the plaque. Cowboys first and 10. Appreciate you. So, Eagles, keep on doing what you're doing, bros. Keep doing what you're doing. Why are we so slow about doing everything? What's interesting to me is talking to my brother from another mother, Law Nation, just 2 nights ago. And I think, Brian, I agree with you. I think that this is one of those ones that hindsight will be 2020. They'll look at this and say, damn, we paid that guy too much money and he ends up not performing for them when they need him. But in talking to Law Nation, he kind of put it in perspective. And he used the analogy of, you know how to cook, how to barbecue. He said, I know you know how to barbecue. And it's like, yeah. He said, how you go ahead and do it. And I said, man, I got to get my smoker right at 220 degrees. And I got to go ahead and get my rub. And, he said, well, do you change up? No, I don't change up my rub. My rub is the way I do it. He's like, do you change the temperature? No, because 220 works for me. He said, then that's the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys aren't going to change what they're doing. They look at it and say, we've been a 12-win team every year. Why change what we're doing if we've been the second most wins in the regular season and we're worth $2 billion more than any other sports franchise in the world? It works for them. So expecting them to go through now all of a sudden and go crazy in free agency when they've seen guys like Von Miller gets signed and then not do anything, seeing Russell Wilson basically and taking an $80 million debt hit, they're not going to take those risks. 3 years, $37 million. Wow, that's $12 million a year for Barkley. So we're looking at it now. Wow. Let me adjust some stuff here real quick.
Kirk Cousins to the Falcons, Ian Rappaport. Saquon Barkley to the Eagles.
Yeah, no doubt one of the worst kept secrets in NFL circles, the fact that the Eagles are going to target Saquon Barkley as their top priority in free agency. Took maybe a few more hours than some expected. But Saquon Barkley now has a deal with the Philadelphia Eagles. It's a 3-year deal with almost $38 million. So it puts it $12 million per year, basically what he wanted
Wow.
from the Giants last year. By the way, the Giants team now faces twice a year a big-time shift in the NFC East. Saquon Barkley, who now adds to an Eagles running back group. But the Eagles have rarely, or maybe never since the era of Chip Kelly, paid for a running back. Now they are paying. It is a lot. They believe it is worth it. One of the top running backs in the NFL.
So we look and say the Eagles are all in?
All right, so fascinating contract here again for a running back. It's 3 years, almost $38 million, about 26 guaranteed. Thank you, Rappaport. Back to the phones now. In a year in which Steve,
Wow.
We keep saying running backs don't get paid. This year's running back
Wow.
class is different. There's a lot of
Saquon
talent
to the
here.
Eagles.
You got Tony Pollard to the Titans. Got Josh Jacobs to the Packers. Have Saquon Barkley. Now,